Hello again, this is Rodolfo Eric Angat, your teacher in Earth and Environmental Science. Today I was researching about artificial stabilization, so I typed it in Google and this is what I found out. I found out that artificial stabilization is a process of preventing erosion. There are massive erosion on the mountainside, and in artificial stabilization on mountainside, this prevents landslide and rockfall from occurring and injuring people. Is artificial stabilization also employed on other areas aside from mountainsides? For our Google form today, that is what we'll be focusing on. Human beings have devised different ways to prevent the erosion of shorelines. And some of these things are shown in this picture. We have the breakwater, we have the jetty that protects the entrance of the harbor, and we have the groin. All of these are defined in this slide that I put in here. First, why do we need to protect our shoreline except for that we need to protect our property or the property of the government? There are several good reasons why we need to protect our shoreline, and I've learned them from reading in this web page. So these are the things that tells us why the shorelines need to be protected. What is a living shoreline? We have to remember that the shorelines provide us with a lot of benefits. 1 square mile of salt marsh can store carbon equivalent to 76,000 gallons of gas annually. Imagine that. So this 1 mile of salt marsh can store this much carbon equivalent. Whoa, that's a very good source of energy. Marshes can trap sediments from tidal water, allowing them to grow in elevation as sea level rise. So we've learned about high tides and low tides, and high tides and low tides can bring sediments with them. And these sediments can be collected in Mars and can cause the Mars to have a higher elevation. Living shorelines improve water quality because of the different biodiversity or the massive biodiversity present in the shoreline. Also, they absorb a lot of energy from the waves, especially during hurricane season. Now, human beings are trying to change this in the effort to protect them. However, there are certain repercussions that are actually leading to their destruction. 33% of shorelines in the US will be hardened by 2100 by whoa, that's close. Decreasing fisheries habitat and biodiversity. Compare this to this one. Using shoreline structures like bulkheads prevent natural marsh migration and may cause seaward erosion. Many of our shorelines have been converted to like this, and they have their benefits, but also they have their disadvantages when it comes to biodiversity. Merely comparing this and this would show you that this one provides more benefit to the different wildlife, both plants and animals, to thrive in this area than this one. So there are different shoreline stabilization techniques being employed, and you can learn more about them in this website, and some of them are here. I'll be showing you a short video so that you would learn more about artificial stabilization. Let's watch it together.
Technician for the Crow Wing Soil and Water Conservation District. In this video, I'm going to show you how to provide temporary erosion control with biodegradable erosion control fabric.
Select erosion control fabric based on slope, orientation to the sun, wind and wave energy, history of ice push, and accessibility of the site. I use 3 products: jute fiber mesh, coconut core fiber blanket, and an aspen fiber blanket. In order for these products to work on shorelines, they need some kind of vegetation to take root before they biodegrade. Coconut fiber mesh is used on steep banks with slopes greater than 30 degrees. Coconut fiber mesh holds the soil in place on steeper slopes and on shores with high wind and wave energy. Coconut fiber mesh is best for south exposures because it is more durable and can withstand sunlight. You will need to plant plants or seeds through coconut fiber mesh to hold the bank for the long-term success of the project. Coconut core fiber blanket is best for medium slopes of 10 to 30% and coarser soil like sand. The coconut core fiber provides excellent blanket to soil contact. Coconut blanket is thick enough to retain moisture and suppress weeds. Seeds germinate poorly under the coconut blanket, but plant plugs planted into the blanket grow well. Aspen wood fiber blanket is only appropriate for slopes under 10 degrees because it degrades in about a year before vegetation can be fully established. Aspen fiber blanket is available with and without a single net of cotton fiber for support. Aspen fiber blanket is suited best in seeded areas because it is thick enough to hold moisture to help germinate the seed bank. Prepare the site by killing off existing vegetation. Leave the existing dead turf in place. Rake bare soil smooth. Create a 6-inch deep trench to bury the edge of the fabric at the crest of the slope and stake the edges. Roll the fabric downhill and cut to accommodate landscape features. Install wood or biodegradable plastic stakes at 18-inch spacing to secure the fabric. Check the blanket for good soil to blanket contact, as erosion can occur if the blanket is improperly installed. Overlap additional strips of fabric by 6 inches and stake through both strips. Finish the site by installing native plants. A combination of trees, shrubs, flowering plants, and grasses provide the best erosion control.
Private contractors and landscapers can assist you in installing erosion control fabric. Contact your local SWCD for more information.
Okay, so hopefully that video
To the average
provided you
person, dirt
with very good insights on how to stabilize shoreline using biodegradable and natural materials as compared to using concrete and other structures that are believed to be more detrimental to the destruction of the shoreline itself. We need to remember shorelines are very important to us because they provide us with a lot of benefits. Thank you again. Hopefully you'll be learning more as we discuss it in our class. Bye-bye.